Hi everyone, I'm Deranged Refrigerator, coming to you with another speed paint. This time, it's something really special. Today I'm going to be drawing Trico from the game The Last Guardian. This one is really special to me because I've loved this game for years, and it's one of my top favorites. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to play it since I don't have a PlayStation 4, but that's okay. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, the last drawings have been kind of rushed. Like super badly, since I've been trying to get videos out every Friday or so, somewhere around there. And for this one, I really wanted to take my time on it, whether it's out on time or not. So that's why it looks a hell of a lot better than my other drawings. I will say I struggled a lot with the background and lighting, but I think it looks pretty good, and I hope you guys also like it. But anyways, enough for the intro, let's get on to the speed paint. Oh, and also make sure to stick around to the end of the video. There's something I want to talk to you guys about. Hey, so this is Fridge Editing here. My mouse is being a piece of you-know-what, and hopefully I can still get the video out on time. If not, I'm sorry. I bought a new mouse, should be coming in to around St. Patrick's Day, somewhere around there. But we'll see. Yeah, enjoy the speed paint. Okay, so for this one, I really wanted to capture the absolute cuteness of Trico, because look at that face. Don't you think he's cute? He's adorable. You should love him! Ah! Anyways. I tried getting a good reference of his side profile, and I usually try to be super accurate with fan art and stuff like that, and I'm sorry if there's something that's not too accurate. I do apologize a lot, but yeah, just trying to get out the sketch and figure out what I want to do, and I think the sketch turned out pretty well. Here I am doing a different method. I'm sorry, I know, I do a lot of different methods, but this one I was like, okay, I really have to get this one right. I need to take my time, I need to figure out what I'm doing, so this is the method I chose, and it's pretty messy, but I think it turned out so well in the end, because like, look, I'm just adding, a bunch of like blotches and dots and stuff, and I'm blending it out, and I'm trying to feel for, the overall, like, I don't know how to, like, goal of the drawing, and I was like, okay, yeah, this is going great. And I then add in highlights and shadows, and I add in the fur texture of his face, and where I want the lighting to be, which is going to be in the top left corner, which I don't ever choose where I want the lighting to be unless I absolutely have to. I kind of just go for it with the first part of the drawing, and I'm like, okay, that looks great, let me do that. So that's what I did, and now I'm just adding in the texture of his nose, and I kind of wanted it to be like a dog nose, sort of, because, I mean, Trico's a mythical creature. We don't really know exactly what he is. So I think the bumps on the nose looks great. I think it adds a lot of texture to him instead of it just being a flat piece of his face. And I think it turned out really well. Here I'm just adding in highlights and final touches to his face. And yeah, I think his face turned out really well. It's going great. Here I'm trying to put in final markings and stuff like that to figure out, what colors would be darkest, what colors would be lightest, stuff like that. And here I'm going on to the wings. I do jump around a bit in my drawings because I work on the interesting parts first and then I go into the boring part, and I really should not do that, but I mean, come on. I don't ever render wings. I don't ever really render Trico. This is the first time I've drawn Trico, and I think it turned out extremely well. The fluffy part of the wings that I was just working on there, I really don't know how to render. I kind of just go for it because, I mean, you know, I don't look at references. I really should. I mean, look, the reference that I have is for his face. That's it. I don't have really a reference for his body. I mean, I kind of do, but, like, not his entire body, you know? So, yeah. I just go with the flow in my drawings. I really do. And I'm like, okay, well, this could look good here, and this could look good over here, and ooh, this don't look good, so let's try something else. Drawing really is just a matter of trial and error. That's really all it is. If you do something and it doesn't look right, try to do something else and see if it wields a different result. Now, here, I figured out that, yeah, the lighting's the top left corner, so I need to do the shadows, and I've really struggled on his body, so that's why I'm doing this. I mapped out the darkest shadows and the lightest highlights, and in betweens, you know, the mid-tones and stuff like that, because I needed to figure out, okay, well, this casts a shadow on this, and this casts a shadow on this, so we gotta make this part dark. Like, the muzzle casts a shadow on his chest, and his ear casts a shadow on his neck. And I thought, hey, this will work. So that's what I did. I drew that, and I just went for it. Started blocking in everything, and thinking, okay, this is looking good. And I just went for it. Now, the thing I struggled a lot on were his feathers, because they were big feathers covering his entire body. What was I supposed to do? Make it accurate? Yeah, that's what I tried to do. Let's see, I'm copy-pasting this feather texture, and I'm like, ew, this does not look good. So I tried something else. See, it's trial and error. You try something different. So I just block in colors and think, okay, this will look good. And then I just add in more shadows and highlights and think, okay, yeah, so he's just really fluffy from far away. he looked pretty fluffy. And here I'm just adding in gradient maps, blocking in colors, figuring out, okay, this is what this color is, this is what this color is. His face, you know, needs to be a bit more, you know, skin toned, and his body is more like a dark gray. And okay, I did not make his wings darker. I'm starting to rewatch a YouTuber play The Last Guardian, and I realized that Trico's wings are darker than his body, and I did not include that in this drawing, and I am so sorry. That's the one thing I probably did not make super accurate, and I feel so bad about that. Okay, so this is where shadows really come into play. I was drawing this and I was like, okay, this looks weird. What am I gonna do? And then I was like, oh, shadows. So then I just add in the feather shadows on the wings, and I'm like, oh, you know, this looks a hell of a lot better than it usually does. So that's what I did. I added in those shadows, and I was like, okay, yeah, that looks great. And now I'm just adding in final highlights, final touches, so, you know, just trying to get the overall feel of everything. And yeah, I think his body turned out really well. I think it was great. Now, you know me, I gotta do big poofy clouds with a sunset background and make them pink and make everything pink. And it's pretty, and I love it. and it's gorgeous. It's so pretty. So pretty. I really think that the overall drawing turned out pretty well. Unfortunately, I did wash it out with the lighting, but hey, who doesn't wash out their drawing with lighting? Okay, so the thing that I want to talk to you guys about is I want to do a Q&A. I really want to do a Q&A, and I will not answer politics or anything like that. Please just give me normal questions in the comments. Yeah, just give me questions. I would love to answer them. Absolutely love to answer them. But yeah, I hope you are all having a good day, a good night, good evening, good morning, whenever time you're watching this video. If you're watching this video, you know what? I don't care. Watch it or not. You know? If it's not your cup of tea, it's not your cup of tea. But yeah. I will try and figure out what in the hell I'm going to be drawing next because I don't know. But yeah, thank you for watching.